I'm James DeVette, and the big day has finally arrived. The Forex 360 course is now live. The fact that you're on this page means that there are still spots available, and on the right-hand side of the screen you can choose one of the two payment options, the standard option or the easy payment option, which is 3 easy monthly payments. I'm really excited about this course. I'm extremely proud of it, and I think that this is probably one of the most powerful Forex trading courses that has been released in the last 5 years, and I really mean that. And what I've done on this video is I've detailed the content of the course. Now, there's no rush. There are only 200 copies available, and it will sell out fairly soon, but there's no rush. You've still got some time, and I want you to watch the rest of this video and go through what's in the course. Have a look at what it is. It's an extremely meaty and comprehensive course, and whether you're a beginner or an expert Forex trader, this is going to be one of the most powerful courses that you've probably ever seen. So have a look at it, take your time. I want you to make an informed decision, and actually towards the end of the video, about 3/4 of the way through, I'm going to let you know about 2 extremely exciting bonuses that I'm going to include in this course. I wasn't going to do it, but I now can announce to you that these 2 bonuses will be part of this course, and well, that means there's something in for everyone. So go through this video, take a little bit of time to watch it, and decide if it's for you. There is a full 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk on your part, and just have a look. Once you get to the end of the video, as I said, the payment options on the right-hand side of the screen, you can click on them and you'll be given immediate access to the course. Well, take care, and it's been nice chatting with you, and I really hope to see you on the inside. Well, alright, as I said, the big day's arrived, and here is the Forex 360 course. Now, the way it's going to work is I'm going to be releasing the course over 7 weeks, and each week will contain 4 videos and kind of divided up into modules, and I'm going to cover different topics right the way through. And at the end of this little presentation, I'm going to show you some quite amazing bonuses. Now, I did a survey a while back asking whether I should do live training with Q&A afterwards, or whether I should do videos pre-recorded in my office, and there was a mixed result. So I'm going to go with the pre-recorded plus live webinars. So I think I've combined both of them into quite a good format. So let's go through. In week 1, and this will be immediately available as soon as you sign up, I'm going to go through the benefits of hourly chart trading. I'm going to go through the complete G7 video course. Now, this is really exciting because at this stage, up until now, the G7 video course has only ever been available in ebook format, and I've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of the G7 book. But I've been asked for years if I would do a video course on G7, and finally it's here. Everything, absolutely everything in the G7 Forex trading system will be on video for you to go and put in your video library to watch whenever you want, and to see live in action instead of just reading a book. I'm going to talk to you about the weaknesses of other systems that they don't tell you about, including robots, indicator trading, using mixed systems, etc. I'm going to talk about all of that and why you should stick to one winning system. I'm going to tell you why you only need to trade 3 currency pairs and the big benefit of doing that. And I'm going to talk about the top of the hour, TOF as I call it, top of the hour, and what important decisions you need to make there, and why we only trade at the top of each hour. And then at the end of week 1, there's going to be a weekly Q&A webinar, and this will also be recorded, and the objective of this is to take everything in that week and to discuss it in an hour-long webinar, and to try and get to the bottom of some of those things which course owners will be asking. Some things that perhaps need to be explained, any questions you want to ask me, and we'll get through that in a webinar live with me. Then in week 2, there are again 4 videos. I'm going to be talking about no-brainer candle trading. Now, some of you who have been on the E75 course will know some of the no-brainer candle setups, but I've got a whole bunch of new candle setups, no-brainer type setups, stuff that you can use with very, very little risk and extremely good reward. I've got about 4 new secrets which are not contained in the TNT course. I'm really excited about teaching those to you. Of course, if you don't have the TNT or E75 course, I'll be going through those as well. And these are called no-brainer setups, low risk, high reward. In video 6, I'll be talking about support and resistance lines, why they are so important, in fact, why they are the most important skill that you can develop. As simple as it is, most people don't know how to do it properly. I'm going to teach you how to determine the key levels on your charts in just a couple of minutes. And I'll talk about trend lines, why I hate trend lines and why they don't work. So that's video 6. Now video 7 is extremely exciting as well, because a lot of people just don't grasp Fibonacci retracements and extensions. And what I'm going to be doing in video 7 is a full Fibonacci workout. Now you'll know that if you have the G7 system, or if you're just getting it now in this course, that Fibonacci's are extremely important. And in fact, at the top of this page you can see I've got this sea mollusk, which is in the shape of the Fibonacci ratios. It's extremely interesting, but the ratios in this Nautilus shell are exactly the same as the ratios that you'll see on your charts, and I'm going to be talking about why they work, why the whole universe in fact is governed by these numbers, and how to apply them in a complete Fibonacci workshop. That's going to be a very, very key video. Video 8, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to exit trades and maximize your profits on winning trades. I've covered 2 or 3 of these in my previous E75 course and in the G7 book, but I'm going to show you 3 more ways to exit your trade at the maximum possible profit. And if you've been trading with me in the live webinars, you'll notice that I often exit trades right at the bottom of the move or right at the top of the move, and I leave the webinar and say, I'm closing my trade here, and people write to me and say, how on earth did you know that that was the very top or the very bottom? I'll explain 5 new ways to you on how to maximize your profits on winning trades. And then again, a weekly Q&A webinar, again a full hour of questions and answers. Let me just say before I go on to this that week 1, really, whether you're an experienced trader or a beginner, a novice, this is absolutely perfect for you, because if you've been trading with me and you've seen my systems for some time, there are going to be so many different nuggets and perspectives that you might not have thought about. But equally well, if you're a beginner trader, and that's why I've put weeks 1 videos, 1 to 4, all in immediate release. If you're a new trader, this is perfect for you. You won't need to be some sort of Forex expert to get going on the course. This will get you going right from scratch, right the way through to expert trading levels. So that's week 2. Let's go into week 3. Video 9, I'm going to be talking about no man's land. It sounds like something from the First World War, and it really is. The no man's land on your charts. Why you should not be even considering a trade in those times and those areas, and why it's a minefield of danger. Very, very important video. A lot of people I've noticed in my live webinar trading take trades or look to take trades in no man's land because first of all they can't identify no man's land and they don't know the pitfalls and the dangers. I'm going to be talking about confluence. Now again, confluence is when a whole bunch of stuff comes together at a particular moment in time and you've got a whammo, bammo, no-brainer trade. Why confluence is so important, how to look for it, and how to really pick it up in just 5 minutes looking at your charts without getting too complicated, and why those are such important levels to trade off. I'm going to be talking about channel trading and channel failures and false breaks. Really important, because if you don't understand how prices move in channels, you'll be taking a lot of false trades and false breakouts, and I'll be talking about that, also very key. In video 10, which is still part of week 3, I'm going to be talking about news trading opportunities. Now, if you remember, I sent out a video, and I think it's on the blog, about the NFP news trade and why you can take a trade after the NFP. And I'm going to be going through that in a little bit more detail in this Forex 360 course. But also, I'm going to give you 2 other news trading opportunities which are almost guaranteed to make you profits every time. Once again, they don't come around too often, but when they do, there's an opportunity to pick up a really good profit, probably 9 times out of 10. Then in week 11, we're going to move into what I call my insider secrets. Now, these are things that I've never taught before. Really, I've never explained them, I've never revealed them, I've always just kept them to myself. These are all insider secrets to trading the Forex market, and these have been picked up from over 10 years of trading. And I'm going to be sharing with them with you for the very first time. In video 11, I'm going to be talking about key chart patterns which actually work. Now, there are various chart patterns. In fact, there are probably 10s and 20s, maybe 50 different chart patterns which you can read about in books. But how many of them actually work? And what percentage of the time do they work? And which ones are really reliable to be trading off? Well, I've probably got 5 key chart patterns which I'll go through with you. I'll explain why they're so reliable, I'll explain how to identify them and how to trade them, how to make profit from identifying these patterns. In video 12, I'm going to discuss 5 more candle patterns which I've never revealed, never discussed, and in fact you probably won't find these in any books on candlestick trading. So I'm going to give you 5 more candle patterns that you can trade, that you can identify quickly and easily and leap onto those opportunities and to make a profit from trading them. Really exciting stuff. As I said, I've never revealed this before. And then again, at the end of week 3, there's a weekly Q&A webinar where we can discuss all of this, and you can personally ask me questions and really, pick my brain for anything that you want to know. Well, I've already been through 3 weeks of absolute action-packed, powerful trading education, but we're only halfway. Let's have a look at week 4. And the first 2 videos, 13 and 14, contain my 20 most secret tips and tricks which I've never revealed before. There are 20 of these, and again, if you've watched some of my previous videos, I've snuck out 1 or 2 secret trading tips, and a lot of those are on the blog and in the members forum and so on. But there are 20 secret tips and tricks which I have never revealed before, and I probably never will, because this is powerful, powerful stuff. And as I said, this is picked up over 10 years of trading. No one would be able to teach you this in books, because it really requires a decade of experience to pick out these tips and tricks, and I'm going to be sharing 20 of them with you. The whole course would be worth it alone just for these 20 tips and tricks, but I'm throwing these in as an extra bonus. And then week 15, this is also really exciting stuff. The 10 key mistakes that traders make and how to avoid them. Absolutely vital to know that. And then in that same video, taking the fear out of trading. A simple set of methods to do that. And I'm not talking about taking Valium or having a few whiskeys before you trade. There are a set of different things that I do myself personally every day to take the fear out of trading. And yes, everyone, including me, has moments of nervousness. Not necessarily fear, but hesitation to pull the trigger or whatever, because of really fear of losing or fear of missing out on a trade. I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks again, how to take that fear away, so that when you reach your trading desk, you're absolutely calm and relaxed and chilled, and you can get to your trading ruthlessly, emotionlessly. And I tell you what, just this little simple video is going to address a lot of traders' problems. Let's move on. I've talked about managing your money. I really have to include this again, but I'm going to throw in some more tips here again. Video 16, how to size your positions, what sort of leverage you should be trading at, how to place your stops,